What's up, guys? It's Tom here for PhilAndTomPlus.com, and today we are doing podcast number 33 of the Phil and Tom podcast. I am here with Janine.
Hello, everybody.
And I am here with Phil. Hello, everybody. Actually, Phil's not here. That was my impression of him. We're going to go for 10 minutes today, and then we're going to wrap it up because we have a lot of things to do, don't we, Mum?
Yes, we do.
Beautiful. So, what's been going on, Mum? What do you want to speak about on the podcast today?
What's been going on? Well, we've been getting ready for our big exciting week next week. We're having a in-house think tank for the week.
Well, it's not really a think tank. It's more of a do tank.
A do tank. Just working and finalising our projects. Our major one project at this present time is our sales funnel.
It is. So what happened was about a month ago, Dad went to a seminar. We did a podcast on it. We talked about it. And what happened was at that seminar, they were selling an even bigger seminar. It was like an 11 to 12 day seminar. You got to go overseas, book flights, it's a whole thing. And we were ready to get on the plane. We read through the sales letter. We were ready to get on the plane. We were packing our bags, and we probably would have just got back in the last day or two. And then what happened was we went over the sales letter again, and we really went through it in detail this time. And this is all in an 2-hour conversation. And we realised as we connected the dots of what this seminar was offering. Isn't this right, Mum?
Yes, Tom, I'm listening.
I was looking for a bit of cut in.
Oh, sorry.
So it's just not my voice. But anyway.
Okay.
So that's what happened. And we went through it and we realised, you know what? And they were charging a lot for this seminar. Am I allowed to say it?
No, I wouldn't put the figure out there.
Okay, well, it was a whole lot of money, and it was a lot of money. So we were ready to go, and we realised, hang on, we know how to do this stuff that they're going to teach us at this seminar, and it's not going to cost that goddamn much. We can do it ourselves.
That's right.
We have the tools to do it ourselves. We have the knowledge to do it ourselves. Now, if we did go to the seminar, we felt like the big thing we would get out of it, or the best thing we'd get out of it, is we'd get some magic words because they'd help us with copywriting. But we figure we can do everything they're going to teach us, and we can, then everything's done. Then we just have to send traffic to it, and we can improve the copywriting through getting traffic and testing.
That's right.
So that was a big decision. I thought it was a great conversation because, we were going to drop a whole lot of money to go overseas. We'd still just be getting back now, and we didn't do that. And I think that's a great decision. Because sometimes you can get caught up in the marketing and say, oh, you got to be here, you got to go to the events. It's like, well, you know what? Sometimes you have to have enough, self-ownership or discernment to say, hey, you know what? We don't need that. We've already got the skills to do that, and we're doing it as we speak. So next week, Mum, what is in saying all that? What is that next week about?
Next week is about crossing the I's and dotting our T's with our sales funnel. So one of the major things you will come across as you get into growing this business and marketing, as Tom is doing something very strange with his leg, is that it's all well and good to get leads, but if you don't have something in place, and for this example we're going to call it a sales funnel. If you don't have a sales funnel in place where you can monitor what is happening within that sales funnel, which is what is happening within your advertising if you are advertising, whether it's free advertising, paid advertising, whether it's content marketing, video marketing, banner ads, solo ads, whatever. If you do not have a sales funnel in place where you can test and you can analyse, you will be throwing money down the toilet because you will never improve. Unless you get really lucky and you're a very good copywriter and you get an astounding result the first time you put an ad up, which some people have been known to do. But on average, it really is all this thing. Once you get into the advertising and everything else, it's basically you've got to learn to what is it, Tom? You fail forward. You've got to learn to put something out there. Obviously within certain boundaries that you know that you have to abide by or whatever else like that, but you've got to fail forward, so you've got to put yourself out there. But there are the basics that you can put in place, and that is a sales funnel. So every time someone clicks on a button, an offer, whether it's a freebie, whether it's just sending somebody else to another link, to another page, it doesn't matter. It needs to be tracked. And from that tracking, then you will be able to gather data, and from that data, if you have, and all this is dependent on, which is the hardest thing for people to get their heads around, if you have an ideal avatar to, you know who you're marketing to, then basically once you go through this process, when you're putting an ad up, there should not be any ifs, buts, or whatever. If people are going to purchase, they will purchase, as long as you're putting out there a offer that is worthwhile. That was my little spruiking of a sales funnel, Thomas. What do you think, Thomas?
I think the industry is overcomplicated, and you can only come to that theory.
Realisation.
You can only come to that theory when you've been through it. And we haven't been through it completely yet. I'm going to say we've been through it when we've actually, things are rolling. So my thoughts are, if I'm teaching somebody now, the first thing I'm going to say is, it's going to take you 2 years. That's a minimum. I'm going to say 2 years. You're just getting started. Minimum. I'm going to say it straight away. And what I like about that is, as soon as I say that, there's about 700 people have just pissed off because they don't want to hear it. It's like they're thinking, oh, well, this is crap. I want to get money in the next 3 months. Well, it's not going to happen. If you're going to think like that, you're stuffed. It's true. So, in saying all that, if you have the mindset of, you know what, it's going to take a bit of time, then you won't try to get around learning the skills that you have to learn. Number one, get a sales funnel in place. You got to learn that skill. That might take you a whole year. Now we have tools to help you with that help us, that we use, that weren't around when we started. That's a great place to start. Boom, sales funnel. Doesn't have to be perfect. You get one up. Next thing is traffic. How do you get traffic? Okay, well, we got to learn that. And then the next thing is, okay, how do you follow up? And how do you do that? That's really the stuff that you have to learn. And there's so much shit in this fucking industry, and it drives me. Oh God! Just the marketing. Jonathan Budd did a video about it, and we talked about it on a podcast a bit ago. And he was talking about empowering marketing, and I forget what the other marketing was. It was just
negative marketing.
Negative marketing, bullshit marketing, scarcity marketing. Kind of where you make somebody scared, like they're going to miss something. I hate that. It drives me nuts. Like, if you don't get this product, or if you don't go to this seminar, you're gonna miss out. It's like, no, I'm not going to miss out. You know why? Because the next big product that everybody's going to be talking about is going to be here in the next month, and you're going to be selling that too. Okay? But there's basic things that are never going to change. Well, I shouldn't say never going to change, but they're not going to change in the next 5 fucking years. That you have to do. That you have to get right. Number one, sales funnel. Number two, you have to get some traffic. And number three, you have to be able to follow up and talk with your customers. That's it. They're the 3 things. They're the 3 things you've got to be working on. Anyway, that's my little rant.
Is that your little rant?
Little rant on the... well, just as we're talking now, I'm feeling like, because we've been thinking about it, there's a few things, and it's tough to talk about until you get it in place. Right? So we will be able to talk about this in even so much better once it's all in place. But even before we've finished our sales funnel, we can talk about it. So anyway, that's my little thing. That's just like little venting, little points. Anyway, that's the podcast for today, because we're at 10 minutes, Mum. Do you have anything else to say to wrap up?
No, just wish everybody a happy, holy Easter. Enjoy your break.
Mum, isn't it an appropriate time to make a religious joke?
Now, Thomas, we've had this conversation in the car.
Come on!
we'll pass on the religious
Oh,
joke
come
for
on.
today. Okay, everybody, have a great Easter. Make sure you keep safe and healthy. And we will talk to you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.